Good day. We're glad you joined us again. We're just left Jamestown, Pennsylvania, and we're heading for St. Mary's, Ohio. Eventually, in this video, we're going to go over the Bighorn Mountains into Wyoming. We're at the Great Lake St. Mary's State Park Campground. At one time, the lake here was the largest man-made lake in the world. It was hand-dug between 1837 and 1845 by 1,700 German and Irish immigrants. It's a 13,500-acre lake that was built to feed water into the Erie Canal system. The campground here was officially dedicated in 1949. Along with camping, there's also a playground and miniature golf course. Some of the guests here that seem to be enjoying themselves don't realize they're swimming in poison water. We're moving on again from Ohio to Indiana. It was very pretty here at the Salamone Lake Bridge West State Recreation Area. However, most of the sites were a long ways from level. I didn't even have enough stuff to get completely leveled up here.
Okay. Today is, what's the day?
This is June 2nd.
Yeah, but Tuesday.
Yeah, this is
Tuesday, June 2nd, the day that,
our first YouTube video goes live.
Right. And, we are currently heading out of Indiana, kind of northwest, and heading home. Once we get home, that'll have completed the Maine trip. Made a trip with our RV and our 2 dogs and our cat.
Rex loves sitting on the cat carrier.
And traveled all the way to Maine. We kind of took our time getting there. So now that the experience is nearing the end, what's your thoughts on it?
Fantastic. I've seen so much area never ever seen before. So many neat sites and history and the architecture and the amount of green and the difference in the just huge from Wyoming.
Yeah, a lot more vegetation here.
Really interesting.
Yeah, we have the dirt and rocks, and they have the green, the vegetation.
Yeah, there's quite a bit in the mountains, but down low it's definitely a lot sparser. We're on the move again from Indiana to Utica, Illinois. We'll be staying at Starved Rock State Park. According to Native American legend, an Illinois tribe member assassinated an Ottawa war chief, Pontiac. In retaliation, the Ottawa attacked the Illinois, who retreated to a 125-foot-high sandstone butte for refuge. They wound up trapped there until they starved. Archaeologists have never found any evidence to substantiate the legend. It's a very pretty park in spite of its bad name. Moving on, we came to a screeching halt.
What happened?
See this here? Right here? The spring broke. The spring broke and the axle moved back.
Oh wow, look where we've been dragging our tires.
Jack it up more here.
Can't believe it moved the axle too.
Oh, well, yeah, the springs are the only thing that holds the axle in position.
Do you have any words of wisdom in this situation, or is that for another video?
Well, my best words of wisdom is when you're on the road doing stuff like this, it's really good to know some mechanic skills and have some tools with you.
Yep.
Well, I got it tied together good enough that fortunately we were only about a mile from the campground that we were headed for, which is the Lakeview Campground at the Volga River State Recreation Area, Payette, Iowa.
We went to put the slide out, and so apparently there was some damage to the wiring.
Now here's what it did right here.
Oh yeah.
These
Well, it's
wires,
hot out here.
these wires that go to the slide were over against that aluminum fender well.
And they all
It
melted.
got so hot from the tire rubbing on it that it melted the two wires together.
Oh, wow.
And,
Delays are good. Who knows?
how exciting.
There might be a storm that they're wanting us to avoid, or who knows? There it's going. The slide is going back.
You let your dog on the table? Rex seems to sure like it. Washing the dog. I hope that we can find room. Fixing some liquid encouragement so that I can go tear this thing apart and go find parts. Here's a strong cup for you, sweetie. Unfortunately, I didn't think about it when we left. All the tools I put in were metric, which would fit my pickup, but I didn't think about the RV not being metric. I was able to get it apart with my crescent wrenches and then picked up some wrenches to put it back together to make it easy. I wish I could have done it this fast when I was working as a mechanic, but then I couldn't change the speed in the edit. Well, I'm on my way to Waterloo to hopefully hopefully get new springs for the RV. I have to replace the broken one, and I need to be a matched pair, and so I'll probably have to replace them both. About a 75-mile trip one way, but hopefully I can get everything I need to get her put back together and on the road again. I got a new pair of springs and some wrenches to make it easier. I was glad to have a very level campsite this time. That sure made it a lot easier. I was real glad too that I keep this come along in the pickup in case I need to pull a piece of a log out of the road when we're remote camping. Eventually we want to change from this tow-behind RV to a slide-in truck camper that would be so much easier to turn around when you get in a bad road situation. Well, I got 2 new springs installed and it's all ready to hit the road again. Originally, a 1,700-acre reservoir was planned on the Volga River here. However, fractured bedrock in the river valley would not hold that massive pool of water. Eventually, they wound up creating only a 135-acre Frog Hollow Lake. We greatly prefer remote dispersed camping where we can just let our dogs run and we're by ourselves, or we can get out the ball thrower and play with the dog. However, traveling, that's a lot harder to be able to do that, and this was a very nice campground as developed campgrounds go. Repaired and on the road again, we're headed for Fort Thompson, South Dakota. Does anybody know what these statues were for? We're at the Tail Race Left Campground. This will be our next to the last night on the road. I like campgrounds where I don't have to unhook when we're only going to stay one night. Let's take a little stroll around here, look things over. Well, there's some kind of flower or something here. I'm not seeing anything, but boy, does it ever smell good. All of the campsites have these nice fire rings and tables with a little sun windscreen by the table. All the sites that I've seen have electricity also, but it's not a full hookup here.
Damn.
This is the Big Bend Dam powerhouse on the Missouri River. Backs up Lake Sharpie here. We'll be crossing the dam in just a second on our way out of here.
Damn.
It's like somebody's got a fish on the line out there. And I can see it fighting.
Yeah, that was a nice fish.
This is looking over at the campground we were at on the left side of the tail race.
Yeah, and tonight is our last night on the road.
Well, we're back in Wyoming again on our way home. This is the Rooter Campground at Sundance, Wyoming. We really like this campground. It's spread out quite a little ways from the other campers. Well, we're on the last leg of our adventure here. We'll be heading over the Bighorn Mountains. It's quite a climb getting to the top and quite a little downhill going down the other side. We see moose fairly often when we're up in this area. And we had a mule deer here right out near the road too. Further on, we passed another moose here. We didn't see many this time, but we have on occasion counted over 40 moose traveling this stretch of road. This is a very long, steep downgrade. You definitely want to be in a low enough gear to hold back real good, or you'll burn your brakes out before you get to the bottom. Last year, a semi burned his brakes out coming down this hill, and going around this next corner, he rolled the vehicle in the road and went over the concrete guardrail. The front axle of the truck hung up on the top of the guardrail, and he was hanging right straight down. Fortunately, the driver got out okay.
Remember, it starts getting rough.
Yep,
Okay?
yep, I
So
know.
you have to go over some of this slower.
Oh, mine's slow. Some more mule deer alongside the road. Well, we made it back home again. We've gone 6,441 miles since we pulled out of our driveway. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe. Until next time, be gentle on yourself and on others.